Hi, welcome. You are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our platforms. Look at this purple. That is the coolest thing. That's the first. You're actually the first person I've seen.
I'm feeling colorful, tropical tonight, Mike.
Yeah, yeah, well, you should be because tonight we have a complete line, and you folks out there may or may not remember this agave spirit. And this one is called the company is called OniliKan. Okay, now I remember, yes, I remember these guys from like God, I want to say about 10 years ago, maybe 8 to 10 years ago, and they had a series of videos out where they have their own. They're based in Mazatlan. They have their own store, but it's like a micro brewery slash distillery, and you can still find the videos on YouTube. Very informative. They're in English and in Spanish. It turns out, if I'm not mistaken, I think the guys who developed the distillation process they use a European distillation process. You can see this still on the video. It's very unusual. It's copper and stainless steel and very shiny. Anyway,
Any
um,
idea where in Europe they're from? Spain?
I want to no, I want to say like Austria, but I could be
Oh,
wrong. Austria, Switzerland, Germany, they're um, and I believe that when they came, when they settled probably in the late 1990s to open up a store, they actually invested in this distillery, in this micro distillery, and they've been known to use mangoes as a way of making what they consider what is called an aguardiente or firewater, which is a category. And I'm looking at these bottles. By the way, we obtained these from Enrique Ramos at Creo Commercium in Arizona. This
thank
was
you,
something.
Enrique.
Hey, this was something that he had been working with, but at the time it was very difficult to sell because people were buying just tequila and even mezcal. Some people are afraid of because it's a hard sell. They're not, it's not as accepted. Now we're in a crisis of agave. We're not sure what's going on with the mezcal industry. There's a lot of uneasiness going on there, and people are still seeking authenticity. And my thinking is, oh, and also Canadians apparently, yeah, the Canadian market is very big on stuff like
No,
this. Oh, these guys are Canadian.
those guys are.
Oh, okay. My stagehand said these guys are Canadian. Uh, I knew
Almost
that they
European.
well, I knew that they were not native Mexicans. And so anyway, it turns out that these guys are award winners. We're going to try tonight. I have heard from a couple of tequila guys that we have talked with that we're going to love this gin. Now, mezcal makers are making gin. Mezcal gin is a thing now. Mexican gin. This should be very interesting.
We've
How
had
they
Mexican whiskey.
We've had Mexican whiskey, right? So I'm thinking these guys were ahead of their time. But now I believe that OniliKan, which is still available in Mazatlan, and is probably even more accepted now than they were back in the late 1990s or early 2000s. They have been a distillery, I think it says here, since 2011, but I really feel that it was a lot longer than that.
Hmm.
Um, but anyway, be that as it may, tonight we are going to try the Mexican gin.
So, do we know what they're using as a base for the gin? What are
I,
they
I I'm
producing the
not
gin
sure.
from?
I'm not sure. There's no POS. The only information we have is primarily the videos and only the information about the distillery and their process and their store. So I'm not even sure what their base is, except that uh, let's see, the place of liquor at OniliKan. We are proud of our Mexican and what this land can offer. It's a rough translation. Rosendo, a Huichol Indian, made the original piece of art from which we obtained our logo. So, you know, uh, th-
There's nothing there.
there. You know, it's not saying anything. So the only thing we have to go on is, you know, what they're saying. It's 100% natural. Uh, in it's Ginebra Mexicano, Mexican gin. I'm not sure what they're using as a base. I
All
have
right.
no clue. There is
So,
very
so
little.
we know it's 80 proof booze from Mazatlan that they're calling Mexican gin.
Yes, and it's an award winner in 2015. It won a bronze medal at the San
That's right.
Francisco World
Yeah.
Spirits Competition.
Not too
So
shabby.
not too shabby. All right. So not knowing anything about what the base is for the Mexican gin, we're going to try it
All right.
because Mexican gin and mezcal gin, it's a thing now. There are mezcal producers like Gracias a Dios has a Mexican gin, has a mezcal gin. So I'm kind of anxious to see what this is about. And of course, we're going
Breaking
to
the seals for the first time
yes,
on
probably the
camera.
first time since 2011. I'm you know what, for the gin, I'm gonna use the Glencairn tonight.
All right.
I'm gonna go
Well,
out on a limb.
I want to try to get a lot of aromas, so I'm going to use the tequila jarrito.
Okay, all right, the Stasso Jarrito.
That's
Let's
right.
wow, nice bubbles. Huh. It's really a pristine. It's very clean.
Yeah.
If you folks have seen the video, check it out. Just run the search for OniliKan, and you can see their process and how clean they are. They're very proud of of their process, and they really are small batch. This is not. I mean, probably unless you've gone to their store in Mazatlan, you may never have ever heard of these guys, but I
Sure.
have.
Can you see anything? Can you see what I got hanging there? Probably
I
not.
You got bubbles. Don't you?
It's got a a really nice color to it.
Yes.
It's shiny. It has a nice viscosity.
Yeah. Wow, it
It's a nice nose.
smells like gin. I mean, I'm not much of a gin drinker. I have had one or two gins myself, and I could probably name them, but I'm not gonna. Um, so I've never
Yeah.
had. Uh,
It's not jumping out at me like a strong juniper gin or anything like
yeah,
that.
no, it's not. It's a very subtle nose.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is agave in here.
Could be. I mean, I, I'm at a loss because I have no information except the label has an agave on it.
Yeah.
So we have in this line we have a blue agave that they're using they're calling an aguardiente. So it's a an agave distillate, and if they're making mezcal gin, from a certain plants, with an agave base, then I would imagine that these folks are probably using a blue agave base. But the nose is gin.
Yeah. Like I'd probably say one of the more herbal gins.
Yes, it's very subtle. It's not jumping out at you like some of the commercial gins that you may or may not have had, the mass-produced gins. This is very subtle.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost refreshing. It's
It
almost
is. It is.
got
Yeah.
a bit of a lime or lemony kind of after smell.
Has
After
a bit of a warmer feel to it than I'm used to with gin as well. It's really nice and inviting.
Yeah, it's almost like it's got. You ever had gin and tonic
Yeah.
and smell it after they put the tonic in it, and it almost smells like it's got the tonic already in it.
Yeah,
Like it's
because of the little bit of citrus you often get with
yeah,
the tonic.
yeah. Wow, this is beautiful. This only won a bronze medal. See, I'm telling you, all this stuff that's coming out that is being made a big deal now, these guys were doing back in 2011, and now they really should be more acceptable at this point. We're seeing very shortly we'll have a full line of Bacanoras that are coming onto the market. And they're seeing that there not only is there a need, but there's a uneasy there's an unsettling underlying situation going on in both of the major mezcal and tequila industries. So they're sensing that this is an opportunity for them to come onto the market. So we're hoping to have a whole line of bacanoras, one or two of them actually produced by women.
Excellent. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
So I think just judging from the nose, I'm gonna go in, man. This
Yeah,
is
I can't wait. Oh,
oh wow.
that is
Wow.
lovely.
Did you taste the agave on the back
I
end?
did. I tasted the agave right away.
Yeah. Holy cats, man. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that is really
It is.
lovely.
Yeah, and it just explodes on your palate.
Like you said, though, it's unmistakably gin. But wow, what a great sipper for gin.
Yeah. I'm I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah.
This is really something. I've never had, a mezcal or a blue agave gin or Mexican gin. I've had, like I said, commercial gins, the mass produced. Wow. Wow.
I would, I'd feel bad mixing this,
No.
but it would
But
make a
the,
lovely martini or certainly a gin and tonic or,
yeah, I
uh,
was over rocks. You think it would survive over rocks? I think, wow.
yeah,
I'm,
I don't know that you would want to put it on the rocks because
would it dilute the
it's
milk?
gonna deaden the palate
Okay.
by having
Okay.
it chilled.
Well, okay.
Yeah, whatever you mix this with, you'd really want to mix it
Your tonic,
so that the
your
gin
tonic
can
would
really shine.
your tonic would be cold though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
You just don't want it like frozen cold or anything like that. I mean, this is wow, man.
yeah. I wouldn't put it on ice, or maybe
No,
one ice cube or something.
yeah,
If your tonic's not cold, you can put one ice cube or something.
yeah, but you're right. You're right. Now here's the thing. The nose is very subtle. The nose is very gentle, very very reminiscent of the commercial gins that I've had before. But once you intake this, it explodes. It's aggressive. Now, how's your finish? Is your finish like a medium to short, or is it a nice long finish? Because I'm not feeling the warm fuzzy. It's kind of like it's just
Yeah,
a
no, I'm not getting that, but I am getting lingering flavor on my palate, which is
yeah.
nice.
Oh my goodness. Wow. And the really fun thing is that you're getting the agave flavor also.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, we were talking about mixing, and it's like I've been drinking a lot of Negronis lately,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think I'd want to make a Negroni out of this because the Campari would just overwhelm the flavors.
Yeah. No. No. Wow. This is, but it's refreshing too. I mean, it,
Yeah.
it almost, you want to make a cocktail that's a refreshing cocktail, but I'm not exactly sure if you should, because it's very refreshing on its own.
Yeah. Yeah. If I were to, I'm not a martini drinker, but I would drink this as a martini.
Yeah.
And I would end up being very particular about what vermouth that I use.
Well, I was going to ask you because I know you like to play around with vermouths, and
I've been playing a little bit.
well, this would be a challenge, to find a vermouth that would complement this type of gin.
Yeah.
Wow. And would it be shaken or stirred?
Stirred. Yeah.
I am
Stirred about 47 times.
yeah, I am dumbfounded. I really am because
Yeah, I'd probably go for a nice high-end herbal dry vermouth.
you would go dry with the vermouth because this has got a kind of like a dry finish, though. You notice that?
Yeah, but it has a little bit of the agave sweetness
Yeah,
as well. That I'm just not used to getting that in a gin.
yeah, exactly.
So it's really lovely. So I wouldn't be afraid to go dry, or if you wanted to, you could go perfect. Find a nice sweet vermouth and put a little in if you're into that.
Wow. No, I would go dry. If I were a cocktail guy, you're right. I would find something dry because something that would complement this. Now, and be aware, folks. The nose on this is very subtle and very deceptive. It is not the nose that you have in your everyday mass-produced gin. This is very subtle, very elegant,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Extremely.
pow, man, because
Yeah.
wow,
It's like with this and a martini, you'll be the most fabulous person at the happy hour.
that's it. Should we go with Brand of Promise for Mexican gin on this one?
Absolutely.
I am really really impressed. I had no idea what to expect. A couple of tequila brand representatives, they saw the photo that we took on Instagram, and they commented, "You're going to love this gin," and I'm thinking to myself, where have you seen this gin? Because this has got to be, unless you're in Mazatlan or unless you knew about the distillery and the store. Not a whole lot of people. It never got a lot of attention. It never caught on, but I believe now the timing is right.
Yeah.
I think these guys were just ahead of their time. If you can get it, if you can go to their store, go to their shop, check out their YouTube channel, you'll be able to find it on your next stop on the Love Boat. Stop at the OniliKan store and pick up a bottle of the gin, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That is outstanding. It's fun.
It really is. It's lovely. It still has the dryness of the gin, but with that agave in there, it gives it a little bit of sweetness. But it's like citrus and herbal
and the plant. I mean, you can it's like an extra layer of complexity that I didn't know what to expect. Honestly, I didn't. I thought the nose was going to be a lot stronger because that's what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, it just goes to show you I really need to get out more. Oh my God. That's our take on OniliKan. That's the Mexican gin. If you can find it, go get it. These guys have been distilling since 2011 on their store. You could probably find a few bottles available in Arizona, and hopefully a lot wider, in wider markets. Because as I said before, if you're producing agave spirits, agave distillates, aguardientes, things like that, people are looking for authenticity. They're looking for something different because we don't know what the tequila industry is going to be like in the next 5 years. We don't know what mezcal is going on, what's happening there. But if you're looking for authenticity and very, very clean facilities, I'm impressed. I really am.
Yeah. And if you're a mixologist, find some of this and make something beautiful that'll impress your friends and customers.
Do you know if it's available in Old Town?
I
It only
don't. I
oh,
don't.
okay. It might be something we can research later on, but um, anyway, find it. Check out their website. Go look for it. If not, get a hold of Enrique Ramos of Creo Comercium, who is the importer and slash distributor. Uh, he may have these in certain accounts where you can go try it yourself. Cause wow, I'm gonna stash this one for me. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Ah, yikes! I'm Mike Morales. That you've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, please press that red button, and Rick's shirt will turn from purple to red. By the way, you can get your Tequila Aficionado merch. Just check out our website and our Facebook page, because you can hit that tab and get your own purple T-shirt or any color you want.
Any color you want.
We have margarita green, we got purple, we got hot pink. We have, you know, you need some yoga pants, dude. Yoga
No.
pants to go with those.
No. You have a sick mind, Mike
I
Morales.
want,
You're
you know what?
not going to get me in yoga pants.
We need skinny pants for guys. But anyway, this is Tequila Aficionado.
Not this guy.
Whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.
I'm Mike Morales. I'm CEO of Tequila Aficionado Media, and I just wanted to thank you for watching Sipping Off the Cuff. We love doing these reviews for you. Now, if you're an Agave Spirits brand owner and you're watching this, there are 3 things that I'd like to talk to you about. Number 1, if you'd like us to review your Agave Spirit on Sipping Off the Cuff, just send me an email, mike@tequilaaficionado.com. It won't cost you a dime, and I promise you'll get an honest review. Number 2, if your brand has been nominated, past or present, as a brand of promise, we can help you promote your brand effectively and affordably over on the tequila PR side of things. Just email me, mike@tequilapr.com. And number 3, if your brand has ever been a Brand of Promise nominee or a winner, you automatically qualify with us, or to go with us on our next promotional tequila tour. So shoot me an email, tours@tequilaaficionado.com, and I'll send you all the details on our upcoming tequila tour. That's it. Thanks again for watching. Sip wisely.